بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعزائي الطلبة، أهلا وسهلا بكم في الوحدة الثامنة من مقرر English for Business، وهي بعنوان Finance. وسوف نتعرف على المصطلحات التي ستكون بحاجة لها عند الاطلاع على المستندات المالية والمحاسبية والمفاهيم الخاصة بالمصارف. This unit will present ideas on banking, financing, startup, a company, and currency exchange. Vocabulary for accounting. Audit, an examination of a person or an organization accounts or financial records. Accounts payable, money that a company owes to others, companies, people, or banks. Account receivable, money that other people owes to a company. Balance sheets, financial position, a statement that shows all financial information about a company, including how much money it is making, how much money everything it owns is worth, how much money it owes to others, and how much money is owed to the company. Bookkeeping, recording of a business's finance. Cost accounting, the act of looking at all the expenses of a business. Cost cutting, measures taken by a company to lower expenses. Day-to-day operation, the things a business and its employees do every day to make a profit and increase the value of the business. Depreciation, a lowering of value on something due to wear and tear, being used a lot. Earnings, profits and losses. Expenditure, an amount of money that is spent by a business. Labor, the people who work in a government, industry, or education. Liability, things that a person or a business is responsible for, usually a debt. Offshoring, the practice of moving certain function of a business to another country, usually to lower cost. Operating cost, expenses related to running and maintaining a business. Outsourcing, getting goods or service from other companies, often in a different country, usually to save money. Profit margin, the percentage of revenue remaining after all costs, depreciation, interest, taxes, and other expenses have been deducted. Revenue, income usually of a business or other large organizations. Tangible assets, office furniture, buildings, vehicles that are owned by a company. والآن سنتعرف على السلطات الضريبية والأنواع المختلفة من الضرائب. Tax authority, usually a government agency that collect personal income tax, business tax, sales taxes, and property taxes. There are other types of taxes, such as motor vehicle taxes, taxes on certification and license, permits. There may be a central tax authority in a country, or taxation may be distributed across agencies. Taxes in Palestine are due to the Palestinian Authority. Tax deductible, and expenses that can be used to lower taxes. Some companies' cost may be tax deductible. In other words, these costs reduces the amount of tax that the company needs to pay. Depreciation on tangible assets may be an example of something that is tax deductible. Tax revenue, the income share that is taxed and given to the government. The bottom line, the total of financial document after tax, expenses, and other items are added and subtracted. Write-off, a reduction or removal of something worth, usually done to lower taxes. والآن سنتطرق للمصطلحات التي تستخدم في المطارات والموانئ. Seaport and airport vocabulary. Autonomy, the right to be independent from another power and make decisions for oneself. Cargo handling, the act of moving goods, cargo, on and off ships, trucks, trains, airplanes. Change in scope, the act of adjusting product or a building project that was not originally planned for. Compliances, the act of meeting specified standards. Cost overrun, the act of spending more money on something than was planned. Government regulation, laws that control the way business can operate. Inspection, a careful examination. Permitting, allowing something to happen. Permitting may come before an inspection, and then the inspection will reveal if the company followed the rules of the permit. Port, a harbor where goods and or people are loaded and unloaded. An airport is a port that uses airplane instead of ships or boats. Port authority, an organization usually run by the government to manage ports and all other items related to ports such as tunnels, airports, and bridges. Safety regulation, rules or laws to make sure that a product or a work environment is safe for customers and employees. أعزائي، بهذا ننهي الوحدة الثامنة، والتي تعرفنا بها على المصطلحات التي نحن بحاجة لمعرفتها في الأعمال المحاسبية وفي المطارات والموانئ. شكرا لكم، وإلى اللقاء في وحدة أخرى.